Good morning or good afternoon, everybody. Today's video is going to be about the awesome new Decentraland Genesis Plaza update. When I came upon this the other day, I was so stoked. I thought it was worth doing a video. As you can see, it looks completely different than it did before. Before, it was more like a very bland looking bardo, I called it, almost like a place in between place, a loading zone. So this is much cooler, and I think it's going to be a much cooler experience for newbies coming in, or just anybody coming in and finding out information they want and getting to the place they want to go right away. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let me get back in here. So I'm going to run over here. So one of the cool things right off the bat you see is it has classics, events, and where the main crowds are, and it's a much more engaging format than it used to be before. So if you head over here, let's look up here. If you click on it, you can, with E, you can go up, and F, you can scroll down to see what kind of cool popular games. If you want to find out more about it, you just click on it. Lots of cool little descriptions of what each one is about. But yeah, again, it's more, I just think it's a lot more fun, especially if you're new to here. You kind of get a good general idea of what's happening in Decentraland instead of like the bland old look. So I give a huge shout out to the developers. They did an amazing job, and I'm sure everyone's letting them know because it's so much more fun. Okay, let's look over here. So now is another cool feature of all the things happening live right now. It's again with E and F you can scroll, and if you click on it, it gives you more of the details. Let me scroll. I want to look at this one right here. Timeless looks like a really cool one. It's a metaverse debut of a series, custom installation. That looks like a fun one. Yeah, and if you want to jump into that one, you just click on jump in and it'll take you right there. So again, this is much cooler and more fun than it was before to look through. So you just scroll with E and F and kind of gives you a whole selection. And also, like, if you guys have watched my previous videos, in here with a group of artists and landowner who's doing a huge gallery. And this is really cool, especially for people who are actually trying to do things in here. This is definitely a place that we'd love to have I think it's in about 2 months we're going to launch the gallery. This is definitely a place that would be much more fun for people who don't, especially for newer places like ours, trying to get the word out. This would be a place where we would come and advertise our stuff. So let's look over here. What's it going to look at? Oh, okay, we went through all 3 of those. And let me walk around and see what else. But again, imagine if you're new to this place and you see all these people clicking around. I think you're going to be more likely to be kind of interested, engaged, and being like, hey, this might be a cool place I want to check out. You can always head over here, follow them on Twitter, on Discord, which I'm a part of. And Discord is a great place if you guys ever have any questions. That's where I've met a lot of interesting characters and people. Like, one of my issues I still have is sound in here. A lot of times the sound at events don't come through, and I met some of the coolest people that way. People just are willing to help, which is great. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is diving is allowed. We're going to go into the rest of this cool Genesis area, and yeah, check out this cool little I just think it's pretty awesome little animation. So in this little world, there's lots of cool stuff. Here's our giant Doge here walking around, and for those of you who are following that, it's crazy right now. I have a little bit of Doge, so this image in particular is pretty cool, holding up Elon Doge to the moon. I think it's at 37, or it's gone up to like 40, I think 41 tops, I forget. But yeah, it's fun to see. And within here, the cool thing is a lot of these characters you can interact with. Definitely worth coming in here, and you guys can just click and they'll start, talking with you. If you hit E, welcome Tavera, can I help you? You can say if it's first time here, I'm going to say no. See, they can help, which is pretty cool, just watching and seeing what they have to say. I bet you they're going to have a lot of new different things for interaction here. You can look at some more interesting art. I think most of it, let's see if you click on it. Oh, no, not that one. Let's head over here, and these 2 guys are pretty cool. It's kind of like the little NFT corner, and they can tell you, what cool places that you might want to check out with art, and see the recommendations. Let's see what they have to say. Let's check out some more. I've been to a lot of them, but I still need to explore more. I do normally try, if I come in here, it's after work because it's very distracting in here. So it's pretty cool. They give you a lot of really cool, interesting places. Let's see, to explore. So let's keep looking around, see what else I can find. I think there's another level. Let me go up to the next level, second floor. So there we go. Let's take a look around here. So if any of you guys been to the old school Atari arcade, they have some of these games here, which is cool. And who doesn't love a little Pong? And it's actually playable. So yeah, let me get a better angle. You can see, I think you can move left and right on there, but anyway, let's just keep wandering around here. So I think eventually probably they're going to have all of these games playable, like the pool, and I'm sure they'll add other games. It's just a cool place to hang out, and usually I try to come here. It's fun to come up here with like a bunch of friends, and you can just hang out and talk, and what we tend to do is like connect on Discord so we can hear each other more clearly, and then just come here and run around and hang out and see what's happening. But again, I think it's definitely worth hanging out and coming here and checking out what's going on. I think it's definitely a really interesting, right now it's just going off. Every week there's some cool event happening. And as an artist myself, and a digital artist for 20 years, and I've taught digital arts forever, it's such a cool thing because now, like before, digital arts tended to be more like the black sheep of the art family, but now it's like, you know, it's in here especially, it's been taken on, and it's a really cool place for people to be able to like share their stuff. And I have a few NFTs. I haven't had much luck selling any of them, but it's still fun to collaborate, and I'm actually doing work within the DAO, helping artists and just helping artists connect with opportunities or collaborations. I think is where it gets really fun. I'm not sure how to get out of here. Let me keep running around here. I think one of those elevators will go eventually down, but I think I'm not having much luck. I think I have to hang out here for a little bit. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have to like zoom out or maybe jump off the side and see what happens. I'm gonna go into night mode, which I tend to like a lot. Night mode's a cool mode. I don't know if you guys were able to see in the that one in the lower right corner. You can click on. You can go to controls if you have any issues with control. You can also go. Let's go back here. X out of this. But it's just fun to run around and see the different types of colors they have during different types of day. Let's see what else. Let's go. I just think overall it's worth coming here. I'm sure they're going to be doing more upgrades over the next few years. This is probably going to look completely different. So it's kind of like a fun, cool little sample to show you guys what's happening right now in this world. But I think it's great for the art community as a whole. And especially if you're new, I do recommend heading over to Decentraland Discord and reaching out to some other artists or landowners and see if you can get involved with them. It's definitely more fun when you are working on a project with a group of people in here. Yeah, that's been my experience. I'm doing stuff again with the DAO, doing stuff with like different NFT campaigns, different artists collaborating on events. And yeah, I think it's just definitely like the more you get involved, the more you see how many cool opportunities there are within this realm, just to have fun and collaborate and hopefully, you know, get your art out there and see what happens. And it's definitely gotten me playing around more with 3D stuff, which I've always loved, but I wasn't able to do as much before. But now I'm definitely diving in and play with Cinema 4D, with Blender. It's just all such fun tools. Anyhow, I just want to say thanks again for watching. And if you've not played Decentraland yet, I do recommend checking it out. There's so much cool stuff going on all the time. You can watch my other video. I did the Atari launch, and that's where I got my ugly sweater. I ended up actually getting 2 ugly sweaters accidentally, so I think that's my karma for calling it an ugly sweater. But at least it was my first wearable, kind of cool. I would love to get a chance to, actually my other goal is to design some. It was for many years, about 20 years, a silkscreen printer. I love doing marble arts, and it would be fun to design something for myself in here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great night, and if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing, and I'd love to hear what kind of things you guys are doing within Decentraland, or any places you want me to go check out and review. And I think on Wednesdays, me and Delphine are going to go back to Center Fun Gallery and just do more of a walkthrough until the build-up of our actual event. I'm definitely more of a newbie when it comes to Decentraland, so it's fun. You can just join me as I explore, and especially if you're a newbie, you can come with me, or even, I'm going to try to do more of a timed running around in here. You guys can always join me as well within here. Anyhow, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and catch you all later. Bye.